I've often heard it said that most writers and cartoonists make rotten husbands. Now, obviously, that is not true, or I wouldn't be doing my wife's shopping after the kind of day I've had today. I suppose I could say, Ellen, I love you, and let her do the shopping, but it isn't as easy as all that. Well, you take this shopping list. Sugar is not on that list, so I didn't buy any sugar. But you can just bet, the moment I set foot inside that door, there it'll be, in big bold letters right at the top, sugar with a circle around it.
You forgot to pick up the salad dressing.
Well, it wasn't on the shopping list.
It was right at the top, under sugar.
Did I lie?
How was work today? Work, how was it today?
Oh, fine. How was school today?
Huh?
School. How was it today?
Oh, fine, thank you.
Yes, sirree. Good old 3 R's.
What are they?
Reading, writing, and arithmetic.
That's R, W, and A.
Well, I know that, but they're called the 3 R's. It's a poetic license.
Oh. Daddy, is it Abby Eden or Abby Adden?
Either one.
Sure is a shame about the Middle East, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Hey, I noticed your sneakers when you sat down. They're the old BB flyers.
They are?
Mm-hmm. They still make that same squeaky noise when you put them on a wooden floor?
I guess. Hey, what do you think's going to happen with that surcharge?
What surcharge?
The 10% thing the U.S. government has been adding to your income tax.
You're kidding. To my income tax?
Uh-huh.
Well, where did you hear a thing like that?
It was right on the front page today, right next to the campus disorders.
That is not fair. Ellen, do you know what that is? That is taxation without representation. Now, we had a revolution in this country over a little bit of hanky-panky like that.
What's the matter, John?
What's all this about a surtax?
Well, I don't know. Where'd you hear about it?
Lydia just sprung it on me.
Can I be excused, please?
How do you like that for a 10-year-old kid?
John, income tax isn't Lydia's fault.
I know, but what does she have to bring it up for? Why doesn't she talk about kid things instead of worrying about Eva Aiden?
No, I think it's Abba Eben.
Oh, what difference does it make?
John, she was trying to reach you on your level, trying to communicate with her fathers. That's perfectly normal at her age.
Nothing is normal at her age, and I wish she'd try to communicate with me on her level. I'm not that familiar with my level.
She has a surprise for you.
For me?
Ask her if she wants to play chess.
She plays chess?
She learned for you.
That's quite an accomplishment. I mean, chess is a fairly difficult game to learn. Why did she pick chess?
Well, she thought of baseball, basketball, boxing. But I thought you'd have a better chance at chess.
All ready, Daddy?
All ready. Now, you sure you know the names of all the pieces?
Well, not all of them. But I set them up right, didn't I?
Let's see. Yes. Yes, indeed, you did. All right. Now, we will go at this slowly.
Okay.
Remember, plan your moves ahead. The keynote to chess is advanced planning.
Daddy, I'm sorry about that income tax thing.
Oh, that's all right. There probably wasn't much you could do about it anyway.
What's this one again?
Bishop.
Bishop here to bishop there. Check.
Where did you learn that?
Well, I don't know. I just had a feeling.
Just had a feeling. That's pretty haphazard playing, isn't it?
Is it wrong?
No, that's not the point.
Who's winning?
Touch and go, touch and go.
I'm sorry to break it up, Lydia, but it's your bedtime.
Oh, can't we finish?
I'm sorry, darling, not tonight.
Oh, Mom.
Tomorrow's another day, Lydia. You can try your luck again tomorrow. Now. You've learned a great deal for one night. No point in overdoing it, is there?
All right.
You know, I really enjoyed this evening, Lydia.
I still think I could have won.
All right, dear.
Confidence, confidence. Oh, that's youth for you. I just hope I'm not too late to teach her a little honest humility.
It was so wonderful seeing the two of you together, really enjoying each other and sharing.
I have to hand it to that kid. You know, she's really in there trying.
Otto, I'd like to ask you something.
Huh?
Well, you're the chess expert around here.
At least while Joe's Lottie on the #2 elevator happens to be on vacation.
Joe is Hungarian. Hungarians are not good chess players. They are lucky chess players.
Anyway, look at that.
What's this?
It's an old international chess tournament. I was reading a newspaper up in my attic, and I came across this game. So I set up my board just to follow the moves. Well, white is Kresniak of Poland, and black is Karpathy of Russia.
So?
Well, that's as far as the article went. Well, that's why I made the sketch. I thought perhaps you could tell me how it could turn out.
Well, the situation is very simple,
It is?
provided it's Karpathy's move.
Oh, it is.
Since Kresniak is not himself immune from attack, Karpathy will take this pawn with his knight, thereby knowing fully well that he is forcing Kresniak to protect his flank by taking the knight's pawn with his...
It was absolute.
Knight takes pawn.
Well, shall we?
All set.
John, darling, before you get started, would you take a look at the kitchen faucet? It's dripping something awful.
Aw, gee.
Well, I sort of promised Lydia that we would finish this chess game tonight. Could I do it for you later?
Look, just tell me where this washer thing goes, and maybe I can fix it myself.
Oh, the washer thing goes under the round part on the curved piece.
No, John, it doesn't. It goes over the ball joint on the elbow valve.
Oh. Well, let's not argue about it in front of the child.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. You go on with your game.
It's your move, Daddy.
So it is, so it is. And away we go.
Guess I better move here.
Figures, figures.
Gee, you're playing awfully fast.
Just concentrating a little better tonight.
I don't have much choice.
Figures again. Goodbye, Charlie Brown.
Well, here goes nothing. Check.
Why did you do that?
Well, because if I moved my pawn here, I'd be checkmated. But this way, you're the one who's in trouble.
It is pawn, not prawn.
You don't have to get mad.
Well, who's getting mad? I just feel guilty about not helping your mother, that's all.
It's your move, Daddy.
All right. I'll help her, for heaven's sake.
Now?
And don't think this is going to do you one bit of good tomorrow night when we finish.
Tomorrow night?
We've had our fun, Lydia. But I keep thinking of your mother out there doing my job.
But the game's practically over anyway.
Don't be a quitter.
Me? You're the one who's in check.
That's no big deal. I've been in check before.
Daddy!
Lydia, we are not going to discuss it. Now, I'm a grown man, and I have a perfect right to fix the faucet for the woman I love.
Well, okay. I was kind of falling asleep anyway. Good night, Daddy.
Good night, sweetheart. And sweet dreams.
Your daughter, she's Kresniak? 10 years old?
It's weird, isn't it?
Are you trying to make a fool of me?
Oh, of course not, Otto. You gave me some wonderful moves. I thought we'd wipe her out.
I can't understand. She didn't go for the feint.
Well, she didn't.
It's craziness. An expert, maybe,
The
but...
point is, what am I going to do now?
Look, John, I'm very busy.
Otto, please, you've got to help me.
I haven't got the time. I'm busy.
All right, for the sake of the child, then.
Please, go away. Ask someone else.
Okay, I admit it. It's for me. One move. Oh, Otto, you're a family man yourself. You know what it is to be humiliated in front of your own ego. What do you think?
John, please. Mozart.
It's your move, Daddy.
I know.
Daddy, you said 5 minutes was the limit between moves.
All right. How long has it been?
You've been in check for 2 days.
All right. Since you're so anxious to go down in defeat. All right, here we go. All right, let's get this over with quick. She wouldn't quit if the world were coming to an end.
John, what's happening?
An earthquake.
Oh, no! No!
It's the Cumberland Fault. It's been building up pressure for years.
Daddy, there's only a couple of moves you can make. Daddy, I really don't see any way out.
Please, everybody, I can't leave now. The chess game isn't over with, and I gave Lydia my word.
Daddy, please. I'm gonna have to go to bed pretty soon. It's your move.
How's that for compassion? Okay. You've been gloating about how you've got me trapped, and there's no way out for me, huh? Well, young lady, I'm about to teach you a very valuable lesson. Never count your checkmates before they're moved. When you least expect it, sheer experience and cunning leaps up and bites you right in the throat.
Dear John, you were everything to me. Goodbye, my darling. I will love you always. Lydia.
It's your move, Daddy.
I heard you. I'm going to move. Let's see. If I move here, she moves there. If I move there, she moves here. There's nowhere I can move. She's got me trapped. That's what she's got me. Trapped. 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 Look! This isn't getting us anywhere! What do you say we make a deal?
Daddy, it's your move.
Don't rush me! I'm thinking.
But, Daddy, there's no way out. Now I've got to go to bed.
It isn't my fault if you're just a little kid, is it? What am I supposed to do? Quit? Just because you have to go to bed?
All right, Lydia, that's enough now. Bedtime. Hippity-hop.
Oh, Mom, I've got Daddy trapped.
Oh, well, you'll have him trapped again. Come on now. Say goodnight to your father.
Night, Daddy.
Good night, Lydia. See you in the morning. Somehow I get the feeling some of the magic has gone out of our relationship.
Otto. Oh, hello, John. I'm just catching up on some research. You know how it goes.
Chernoff's 100 classic games of chess? Chess made easy? Why, you old son of a gun, you haven't deserted me yet.
Look, John, it's no use. You can't get out of such a mess.
Are you sure?
There's no answer. Not from Chernoff, not from Kapesky, and not from Joe on the number 2 elevator.
What am I going to do?
The only thing you can do. Be very cavalier and make her think that you are throwing the game.
Make her think?
Well, that's what I do all the time with my son when we are watching college bowls.
Here's a solution of sorts.
It's the only solution. And if you ever say that I suggested it, I deny it.
Lydia, sweetheart. We should talk a bit.
Mother to daughter?
No, woman to woman.
Shoot.
Well, there's a kind of game that women play.
What sort of a game?
It's a very important game. It's called Get Married and Live Happily Ever After.
Well, how does it work?
Well, the idea is for all the women to make all the men believe that the men know more about everything than the women do.
Chess, too?
Chess, too.
But I can beat Daddy.
I know that, Lydia, and you know that. But we mustn't let Daddy know that.
Why?
Because a man's spirit is a fragile thing, and we have to take very good care of it.
So even though I know I can beat Daddy, I should lose to him on purpose so that he won't go to pieces?
That's right, that's right. Now, isn't that a good game?
I have a feeling it'll never replace ping pong.
Hello, Lydia.
Hello, Daddy.
Your mother says the dinner will be a bit delayed and that you might like to finish this game first.
That's right, Daddy.
Okay. Let's have at it.
It's your move.
So it is. By the way, did I tell you that you look quite pretty tonight?
No, you didn't.
Well, you do.
Thank you. It's your move.
Oh, okay. This game is pretty important to you, isn't it? Huh? There. I've moved.
Looks like I'm really in trouble now.
Nonsense. You've got me right where you want me. Look.
Oh, no, that's just where you'd like me to move.
Well, it's the only strategy.
Which is why I'll move here instead.
There. Mm-hmm. And I'm not in check.
No stalling now, Daddy. It's your move.
Right. Right. I knew if I waited long enough, her Achilles heel would show. Patience is its own reward. Check.
Oh, boy. What did I do?
Roast will take a while. Do you mind if I watch?
Not at all, if you don't mind the sight of your daughter's blood.
What Daddy's trying to say is he's got me on the defensive.
Oh, look at that. Here, this will teach you to mess with your father. Check. She should stick to jumping rope. Kid hasn't got a prayer, not a prayer. Sure move. Come on, let's go.
Once in graduate from
John, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Hmm? Well, I suppose it had to be sometime.
Deadline again?
No. Actually, this one is for Lydia.
Oh, what is it?
Well, it's sort of a fable for our time, you might say. The story of the little girl who tried to communicate with her father on his level, or there's more to throwing a chess game than meets the eye.
John, how did you know?
No one who could pin Otto and Joe on the number 2 elevator to the wall at the same time could possibly make this sort of mistake. Now, would you please see that this gets into Lydia's lunchbox?
What's it about?
Once upon a time, there was a little girl who tried to communicate with her father on his level. So, she learned how to play chess. Soon, she was making mincemeat out of her father every night and twice on Sundays, which gets terribly dull after a while, so she learned other things, too, like political psychology, international finance, and how to pronounce the names of all the prime ministers in the world. So it was no surprise when eventually she was elected president of the United States. As a matter of fact, she was re-elected 4 times. And along about World War IX, she decided she'd had enough. She wanted to throw in the towel and go back home, but everyone knows you just can't walk out on the United States of America. So she had to stay in the White House, where she remains to this day. And now, the only time she gets to roll down a grassy hill or sleep over at her friend's house is once every 4 years when she campaigns in the East. Moral, unless you're looking for a lot of trouble, communicate with someone your own size. Thank you for being with us tonight. Next week on My World and Welcome to It.